Welcome everyone to yet another Tuesday Newsday Halloween edition, and it's extra scary because I have Sinzar and Evil Ryu here with me. Hey guys.
How's it going?
Hey guys,
All right, so Halloween. First of all, do you guys like Halloween? What's your take on Halloween, the holiday?
It's fine. It definitely is more fun to watch TV during Halloween because I actually enjoy horror movies quite a bit.
I avoid it like the plague. All my lights in my house are off. I don't want anyone trick or treating. I go hide in the corner.
Oh, you're one of those. All right, all right.
Yeah.
Am I the only Halloween fan? Because it's one of the best times of the year for me. I love it. I love the entire theme of it. I love the horror movies as well. But I like the decorations. Okay, sure. I actually don't like snotty kids ringing on my doorbell. That's the part I don't enjoy. But I accept it because it's part of the season.
That's why you should be like me and live in the woods. There's no one that trick or treats around here.
Well, that's actually not a bad idea. But then also my daughter couldn't go trick-or-treating either. And she enjoys trick-or-treating. I'll just tell you that much. Like there's something about, gathering a full bucket of fucking candy that just gets kids going.
More concerning when you live in the sticks like Sinzar and someone comes trick or treating, then you gotta be worried.
Yeah, like, hey, and Sinzar, you live in the wood. So what if somebody actually knocks on your doorbell? That's some horror movie material though, right? Or knocks on your doorbell, knocks on your door. But yeah.
I would feel very bad because I would have nothing to give them.
no, breath mints or like old man candy or something like that.
Oh god, I have to like give them a tube of toothpaste or something.
Genius. Yeah, like a sandwich or something. Hey guys, want me to make you a sandwich? Well, see, this is why you should always have candy in your house, not to eat yourself, but like to offer kids that might be trick or treating in the middle of the woods. Although I don't know who the fuck does that. Okay, all right. Sorry for the tangent though, guys. Let's jump straight into the banner. This is a Halloween banner, and it seems like there's only one unit on it though, right? Ish.
One Neo is featured, although all the Neos are in the pool, including Ibarra, although they don't have rate ups.
Oh, they don't have rate ups.
For the Neo Visions. Now the rainbows are only the Halloween rainbows. Those cannot be off banner. Every single rainbow is going to be one of these Halloween rainbows, but the Neos is just the full pool.
I gotcha. So basically, I mean, you are getting a bigger chance of, well, I don't know, is it really a bigger chance? Because like there's still so many rainbows on it. Like if you're aiming for Grimlord, Sakura, or Lucius, you still have a shitty chance of getting them.
No.
Chance of getting them, but like the overall MV Halloween units.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Because there's six more that are not.
No. It's 7 units, but
exactly.
Each one is 5%. So it's one of those 35% rainbow banners. So we're going to be getting like when you do a poll, you're going to get like half the poll is rainbows. So
nice.
Yeah, there's a really high chance of getting.
I'm just going to forgive you for that statistical mishap there, calling 35% half, but that's fine. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, okay. But Karten is the NV on this banner. It's a 3% NV banner, so nothing weird. And I guess like this unit really fulfills some people's furry fantasies. Like this is gonna be like, oh my god, Dream is gonna go wild when he sees this unit, right?
I am absolutely in love with the shift sprite, and I am pulling just for that sprite.
I mean, it looks fucking amazing.
We can forgive the fact that base sprite is the same just because we finally got Werewolf Karten after
years
of
exactly. I was going to say, I'm okay with forgiving them for this. I'm okay with forgiving them reusing the base sprite because Werewolf Karten looks fucking amazing. So this is actually pretty cool. So what are we looking at here? This seems to be a true Brave shift, right? He can shift indefinitely.
Correct. Honestly, as much as that is a good thing, and it absolutely is, like true Brave Shift is the pinnacle of Brave shifting. It seems to me like it would have made more sense to be a trance shift, like temporarily going to like crazy berserk werewolf mode, and then being forced back. Like thematically, that would make sense, but mechanically, true Brave Shift is way better.
Yeah, it's much nicer, obviously, for many, many reasons. You can gear Brave Shift into or base into whatever the fuck you want, and then you can just shift to do DPS, all good stuff like that. And I mean, Karten already had like mechanics about Berserk, right? Karten would already Berserk himself in his burst.
Yes,
Yeah,
the
his
original.
AR frame burst was auto berserk.
Yeah, exactly. So what does this unit do then? Like, right? Like we don't know, I guess. The STMR is I guess a dual wield STMR, so he's probably dual wielding, I guess. A lot of killers on this one. Wow, that's nice.
Yes, from the news you can kind of figure out that he is a true dual wield unit.
Yeah.
He's going to have killers to demon humans and undead. He's probably got water and dark in his kit, and he's got the whole berserk gimmick like the original one, where he does like a like berserk skill called Feral Frenzy, which is probably going to be one of his big bursts.
Okay. And it's morale based, just to put it out there.
Yes,
So
it is.
so it's kind of like he's berserking himself. And is there a way to remove berserk?
It's probably going to be similar to like Sky's Berserk and his old Berserk, where it's Berserk just for the sake of adding attack power. It wears off before his next turn starts. So you're never
Oh,
actually Berserk. It's just a fancy way of giving a stackable attack buff.
right. Okay. Gotcha.
I wish we
And
had
it's
extended berserk with auto cast. Like that'd be so cool if you cast it and like for 3 turns he just does the same
yeah,
thing.
okay. I love this idea. What if Feral Frenzy would transform your auto attack into an entirely new attack that's much stronger for the duration of the Berserk as well, right? And then you just have to live with Berserked Karten that's gonna do some insane fucking damage at the start of every turn. But you can't choose.
The problem is
GL Riser with no stacking. Yep.
the problem is you couldn't chain it either because it's out of your control and you couldn't time it correctly. So
Is Berserk like the same way as when you do auto or repeat? It just randomly chooses when to start?
yeah, it goes the second your turn starts, boom, you're already attacking. You have no control over the
Okay,
unit
all
at all.
right. But it's also a tag chain move. Fixed. Okay, let's do this.
I mean, I guess that'd be a cool feature. It wouldn't be a good feature because
No,
then
it
like
wouldn't be good. Especially on
Dark Faces,
bosses
you would-
like especially on Cow now, where you actually have to set up before doing your damage on most turns. It would actually suck, but still,
Like what?
But it's fun. I mean, I like that they're playing around a bit with the berserk mechanic. I would like to see even more, but it's cool. I mean, it's cool. His sprite looks amazing. His card is a bit weak, I guess. It's only a 110 attack card. That was surprising, to be honest. I was expecting 115.
It's kind of weird because like based on JP units, like 110 or 100 is just the way it is for all regulars. We're kind of spoiled a little bit because global like gives us premium level cards on regular units. Like Ling is 115, Laura is a non-premium, is a 125. JP never does that for non-premiums. So this is the way it
Well,
normally
Lara
is.
was limited though, like full on limited.
Well, yeah, but the limited ones in JP are the same. They follow
Okay.
the same rule set.
All right.
So yeah,
it's not bad though. It's less percentage attack, but you get triple killers at the end of it, which are very nice. I mean,
Oh,
Demon
you do?
Human's very common.
Oh, that's very
Reapers is
nice,
really
actually.
nice as well.
Yeah, and
Oh, yeah.
so does his
Yeah.
STMR. So I guess that's like a very nice way of getting a bunch of killers in.
Truthfully, I'm actually not impressed with the STMR. I don't think it's that great for an STMR. Like it's certainly fine. You know, I'm going to be happy to get it, but compared to a lot of other STMRs, it's just a little lacking in my opinion.
I mean, don't
Especially
we-
because the
It's
biggest
Regina's STMR with dual wield on it. That's basically what it is.
basically, and see the problem here is who dual wields. Like I'm almost certain that just like Tifa, this guy at his absolute best build is going to once again be double hand just because variance of this game is broken.
Yeah. What
So-
can he equip though? We don't know that yet, right? So he might have to use shitty eye guy on hands, I guess.
Yeah, it's the like it's probably the reason they don't want to make a good two-handed fist because of Tifa and now because of Karten as well.
Yeah, well, like, although, like, really, I mean, if you gave Tifa a good two-handed fist, she would still be like the only thing she would succeed in is climbing to Sephiroth levels, right? Like that's you're not
Yeah,
really
but
doing anything else.
Yeah, it would just make her more powerful, which is all it really is.
Yeah. And besides, I've said this before in a podcast episode, but I'm much more okay with units having absolutely brokenly powerful forms, but that really require like specific whale gear to achieve. So, as in like the Tifa case, so she doesn't have any true dual hands. You're going to have to gear her for 400, right?
Yes.
So, that's hard to achieve with killers unless you have some very specific items. So I think, and I think that's fine. I think that's fine as long as the base unit is good. But we are kind of suspecting here. You just said it, Sinzar, that well, his true dual wield damage is probably going to be lower than if you just gear him TDH because variance.
Well, it just depends on his natural kit. Like if he has enough percent attack power to cap or come close to cap while also gearing, double hand plus the chain cap, because you're not going to have the chain cap while double handing. If you have the whale gear to do all that, then you're just getting an extra 50% damage on top because of double hand variance, and it's so strong that it's you always have to go for that if you have the best gear.
Exactly. At the highest roll, it's going to be around 50%, right? It depends on the weapon, obviously, but like that's the increase in raw damage you're getting. So it's not an additive increase; it's a multiplicative increase, which is huge. So what if Karten in his base form can't equip armor?
You mean in the shift form?
Yeah, sorry, shift form. Yeah, he can only equip accessories. Like he dangles earrings from his nuts or something.
I would hope that's not the case, especially because we just got the season 2 Clash of Wills chest slot, and it would really feel bad for like a brand new unit to not even be able to use the new coolness Clash of Wills gear. But yeah, like the Clash of Wills helm, the Clash of Wills armor. If you can't wear those, I mean, it depends on the unit. Like for example, you can't wear armor and all on the Xenogears units in JP, and they're still extremely powerful.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
it can certainly still work, but it would feel a little bad to not be able to use that great gear we've been farming on the brand new unit. But we'll see.
True. I mean, it'd still be a cool gimmick, and of course, this could be our first no armor unit before the Xenogears collab, if we ever get it. We don't know, but let's see. Okay, but let's move on. Like, we've been simping over Werewolf Karten, who does look amazing. I'm not gonna lie. Like, check out the sprite, guys. There's gonna be, and I also think his VC seems to be pretty cool because it seems like it's a transformation scene. So it seems like we're gonna be seeing Karten go from Karten to furry Karten. But what else are we getting? We're getting an elemental battle called Hallowed Eve, and I don't know what the fuck we're fighting. It's a unicorn, eagle, bat, lion.
I've seen a lot of players say they think the sprite looks silly. I think it looks cool. I don't. Maybe I'm just weird. I think it looks pretty neat.
I'm not gonna say it looks silly. I just think it looks really, really weird. Like this is like a Manticore design unit, but with a horse.
It's a trick-or-treating unicorn. It's with the Halloween theme.
Well, it is a trick-or-treating unicorn, actually. He does have his little candy bucket there. Okay, all right. No, I can see it. So what are we getting for this? Are we getting, like, we're actually getting a fist for Karten, it seems? Doesn't seem great, I guess.
Yeah, like, it's just, generic event gear. It's okay. It's okay-ish mid-tier. Some players will enjoy it. Most players are going to have, like, STMRs that do more than this kind of stuff. So it's fine. It's fine for free event gear. It's not good. It's not bad.
It's got passives to work with his 7-star STMR as well. When it's upgraded, it gives you 50%.
It does, but the problem is, if you're going to be true dual wielding Karten, like you've got the Dark Vision's fist that everyone has, which is 200, like was it 240 attack power? It's going to be going to 290 attack power very soon. And then you've got the Madame Adele's STMR, which most players may not have that. But if you do, that's going to be his secondary best in slot.
Yeah, and we don't even know how his LB works because many units like this that have morale mods usually work. Well, either it's their LB, that's their morale damage, and then they have a strong non-LB damage ability that they can use in DV. And since Karten has this Grandis, right, that we're suspecting is his highest burst, then probably he's an LB unit outside of Cow. We don't know, but you can speculate, I guess. So
I'm waiting for him to give us shifted Lucius frames. That would be the ultimate kick in the teeth. Try to gain that.
But going from that, I mean, like, this is like, as a player that really suffered from not having a reflect ring, this is not an event where you need to be afraid you're missing something special. All right, that's I think something important to know. And what else are we getting? We are getting the repeat of the Ibarra boss, right? And I don't know, I guess like everyone that played it the first time probably already had this as the reward. So there's literally no reason for old players to replay this event, but new might.
We might get the tickets again. If they give us the tickets again, we might be able to exchange for a couple of units from King Mog. Because I know King Mog's got the exchange open again, but we haven't had a way to get the ticket.
Okay,
so they're giving us 10 tickets from the event to exchange with them.
That could be interesting. I mean, if you want some of the Halloween units, that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then Sinzar, what is this? A new highly difficult quest. 12 types takedown.
Yeah,
RKO Avis?
this is the race trials that JP has been getting. Global's calling them the 12 type takedown. This is the bird. We're getting one per race as we go forward. They are trials technically. They're exceptionally
Technically. Why
easy.
technically?
They're just so easy. They're a complete joke, and
okay.
even like newer players are not going to struggle with these. Unfortunately,
So
I
are they
miss
like
the
a
days.
joke as in like you can OTK, or a joke as in you can just immune all damage and whatever?
You can't OTK, but you can. I think my quickest clear was 3 turns. So
Okay, all right.
and if I had like really went for like the absolute speed, because I probably could have done it in 2 turns. I'd never really specifically tried to go for like a super quick clear, but they're super easy.
Okay. It looks a bit silly though. If anyone looks silly, it's not the unicorn manticore unholy combination. It's actually this. I don't even know what the fuck this is. This is like a furry eel dragon.
This is the boss from Final Fantasy V that you
It
fight in the
is?
Wind Temple.
It is.
It is.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
But it's
okay.
It's not
I am now googling the original sprite.
It's not a dragon. It's a bird. Believe it or not. I know it does not look like a bird at all.
It does not look like a fucking... Oh, this is actually a unit in Final Fantasy 12 too. But there it looks more like a gargoyle, actually. Just like full-on dragon. So, okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, there he is from Final Fantasy 5. Oh, but okay. In Final Fantasy 5, he looks like a full-on flying serpent. So he does not look like... This is kind of like a weird... Hey, have you guys seen The Neverending Story?
Falcor.
Yeah, Falcor. This is like Falcor gone wild, okay? Like, but not in the porn way. Sorry, like in the bad way, okay? Oh yeah, there's a sprite. You even shared it on Discord.
Yep.
Yeah, that one looks much better. Like this looks like a flying serpent. Looks really cool. I don't know what the fuck this is.
Yeah, so this trial, you basically grab a VV friend, and then you bring either Steiner or Rivera, and you blow it up in like 2 turns.
Why Rivera? Oh, because you just want reflect, or
yeah, Rivera can do quad reflect just like Steiner can.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's nice. I can't wait to use my VV again. So hey, I am always down to use some VV mechanics. I'd love to see some VVs on my friend list to clear this with.
You just
although
got the big EP with you because he caps Bird Killer innately as well, so it's just a free trial for him.
Nice. I also just love VV as a unit. Like this, any excuse I get. I always run the early cow stages with a VV team, just because, like a T1 VV team, so I can get some use out of him. Okay, so that's interesting. And what are we getting for the trial? It seems like to be some pretty nice killer material, I guess.
Yeah, you get Stone Killer, which is amazing because especially for the current Clash of Wills. But more importantly, you get the recipe for Bird Killer Plus. And if you remember Dragon Killer Plus, that is exceptionally headache to farm.
Yeah,
this is the exact same recipe. It uses 10 rat tails per craft. It uses some pure stone. So you're gonna be farming Bahamut Island for a long time.
No, I'm not. I'm honestly not gonna farm it. Okay, I'm just gonna like tell it straight up. I've not farmed a single Dragon Killer Plus. I'm not gonna farm a single Bird Killer Plus. Sorry, that's just not for me.
Did we not just get the 75% Bird Killers from the Glex exclusive events we had a while back, where they reran like Kairos and the FanFesti units? We got 2 craftable 75% killers from that, didn't we?
We did. Yep.
Yeah,
but
I mean, more is always good, right?
Yeah, this recipe you can craft as many copies as you want. Although on global they won't stack. They do stack on JP. So on JP you want to craft like 10 of these. On global, like I would say the most you're really going to need is 4. You get 1 for free from the trial itself. So you're going to want to craft like maybe 3 more, which is not too extreme.
Yeah, I guess. Maybe it's something I will do if I am bored out of my fucking mind. I guess.
And although, I guess it's also possible global changes the recipe, because the recipe is, to be completely honest, completely tedious on the JP server, and global has reduced farming on lots of other stuff like chronicle farming. So they might reduce the recipe on this for global. We don't know the actual recipe for global yet.
Would be very nice. If they did, to be honest. Okay, and this is available directly after maintenance, meaning that you can use these stone killers in your cow parties if you want to score higher. Also, guys, are you enjoying this cow? Because I'm enjoying the shit out of this cow.
I am. I just love cow, period. If I have to be completely honest, I think it's a worse boss than Kairos for multiple reasons, but it's still, way better than Dark Visions. But I do feel like they've taken a step backwards this month.
Yeah, I have a complaint though, because initially, like the first 79 levels or whatever of this cow looked like they would be just, hey, you're doing this with a standard team. You want your tank, you want your healer, and you're just chugging through this trial. Which I actually thought was a really cool idea, because I saw this picture in front of me that if you're a casual player, you're just going to bring a standard team and you're just going to clear it on 99 finally after some troubles. And then, pro players like Sinzar are going to be doing the optimizing and bringing like this perfect team that's not going to take any damage.
The biggest problem with this cow is,
Yeah.
like Sinzar said on the previous pod, like there's no incentive to do 99 after you've done it. You're better off doing a lower difficulty.
Oh yeah,
taking
for
no
just
bulk
farming
mods
the
as
rewards.
well
Yeah,
variant.
true.
It's just there's no point to it.
Yeah. But I would have loved it they just didn't add AI that stops me from doing a pure tank clear. I know it's technically possible to do a tank clear, but it's just stupid to do so because it's better to not, kind of.
What do you talk about? You mean the HP lock?
No. I'm talking about the fact that if you bring if you want a full tank clear, right? Or if you want a classic clear is what I should call it. You're bringing a full evasion tank, right? And then you're bringing a probably you still want a provoker with elemental resistances, I guess, or something.
Oh, you're saying you don't like the way if you're not immune to damage, you're just dead.
Yeah. Yes, I think that's a good way of putting it.
Oh yes, I agree completely. I complained about this earlier. Yes, that's why I think Kairos is so much better, because Kairos, you have to build a tank and you bulk up your team, and mitigation matters, damage reduction matters, and you're not just immuning everything. On this boss, you have two options. You can either immune all the damage or you can just die.
Yeah.
Because the boss cures his debuffs and starts dealing 6-digit damage to your provoker and all if you're not immune to the damage. And that is just poor design. I don't like that.
No, I agree.
I haven't gone past 49, so I don't know what this problem is. Game's perfectly designed. Don't know what you guys are complaining about.
Yeah. No, but I would have loved to have that as an option, right? That there is an option. It would be a slow option, and obviously an option that wouldn't let me score high, but an option where I could actually take a classic team through this quite interesting fight and, have to react to it, to whatever happens. But yeah, then it's shit that like, oh, on one turn, he just dispels everything and just rakes the shit out of your team. Okay. So yeah. I shouldn't complain though. That's not this podcast. We've already talked about the news. Did I miss anything, guys? Did we forget to talk about something?
I believe that's for the most part it for this current week.
All right, so Sinzar, are you gonna go deep on Karten? Yes, no?
I'm pretty sure I am, assuming that he's like even just like decent. I really want him because like I'm like I said, I'm completely in love with the sprite. The sprite is amazing. I want him on all my teams. He looks great. So if he's good, absolutely.
Yeah.
If he's meta, he's going to be EX3. So just get that out there.
Big words.
I would promise EX3, but I've not had luck pulling for day one EX3s. I got shafted on Tifa and Sophie. I don't trust myself on this banner.
Well, let's see. I would really like to get it, but I have 0 saved up as usual. I might like buy some lapis to do a couple of temples or something, because I agree with Sinzar. Holy shit, I would need this unit in my roster. Like, imagine if we come to a point where we can do a full team of beefy furry dudes. Like you can do like Behemi and Karten right now, right? I guess Umaru counts.
Does Napi count? Because Moogles are supposed to be furry.
Well, she counts. Absolutely. No. I mean, she counts. She could come in.
She's a girl, though. Don't give Boris ideas.
No, but it's fine. It's fine. We are okay with all genders on this pod. Listen, like any gender can come into our furry kingdom. Red 13, true, but Red 13 sucks though, so.
That's such a shame, but it's so true.
Yeah. All right. Let's stop this insanity. Thanks, guys, for chilling this week.
See you next time.
See you guys.